of all, congrats on your move from Utah to Chicago. What's the biggest difference so far comparing the two cities?
Oh, a lot. Chicago's a much, much bigger city. New Salt Lake. Fans are still great. The town, a lot of sports fans. I mean, there's so many different sports with the White Sox, the Cubs, the Bears, the Blackhawks, and obviously us, the Bulls. But people support. Whether you're going to a Cubs game the other day and it was packed, I'm going to a White Sox game this upcoming weeks, and it's going to be packed there. And obviously the Blackhawks won the championship with the Stanley Cup, and we got tons of Bulls fans and Bears fans everywhere. So it's awesome to see the support that the city gives.
It sounds like you got your plate full of sports activities.
Yeah.
And again, speaking of activities, so comparing the two cities, what's the groupie ratio difference, Utah versus Chicago?
I think the ratio was high, but because Chicago's the biggest city, it might be a little bigger in Chicago.
All right. So seriously, what weighed your decision to leave Utah and go to Chicago?
Just the opportunity that Chicago presented itself. I think playing for another amazing franchise, a championship franchise, in a place that I felt could compete for a title was very big on my list, and Chicago presented that to me. They presented a team that had a bunch of young guys like Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah, Luau Deng, that were, in my eyes, great young players and with bright futures. And they put a coach in place, Tom Thibodeau, that just won a championship in 2008 with the Celtics, and was close to winning another one last year, losing in Game 7 of the finals to the Lakers. So for me, all those things were encompassing in my decision, and I wanted to have a chance to win a championship. This seemed like the best place for me to do it. So I'm happy and proud to be a part of the Chicago Bulls.
Nice. Well, I'm a Division I basketball player myself.
Nice. That's awesome.
Thank you. And I understand talent. I was a shooting guard. Get me to rock, Darren Williams, to me, is the best point guard in the NBA. I know Derrick Rose is good, but did you see him in the Olympics? How many turnovers is he making? And he's playing the Angolas. I got to ask, why you leave Darren Williams all the way out there in Utah by himself? I know he's mad.
No, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to say Derrick has unlimited potential on what he can become. He's a young star on the rise, crazy potential. And obviously, Darren back in Utah was phenomenal, only getting better as well. It wasn't necessarily leaving him. It was just the opportunity to come to Chicago. And I thought we have a greater chance of being a championship contender. But I'll tell you one thing. D. Rose is only going to get better and better and better. And those words you're asking me about right now, he'll answer all those questions for you during the season.
All right. We look forward to that for sure.
Yeah.
So, again, growing up playing basketball, my dad had me out there 6 a.m. practicing before school. You grew up in Alaska, right?
Correct, yeah.
So did the daylight thing give you any advantage when practicing outside, like you out there at 3 a.m.?
I mean, the good thing about that is I could be out there as late as I wanted to, and lights was always on. So I got a lot of practice in, too.
That's awesome. So tell me about a little bit about your involvement with this year's Gatorade Replay.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to tell you, as an athlete, and you know this, there's games that you look back on when you wish you could replay those moments or those games. This Gatorade has been able to put together this replay, which gives athletes a chance to replay the entire game. So for like this upcoming Friday, they got Bloom versus Brother Rice. Bloom got the chip in that, controversial. Should have they counted? Shouldn't have counted? That's the question. For Brother Rice, they get a chance to revenge that loss. They thought they should have had at least an overtime in that game. And for Bloom, it gives them a chance to prove that chip-in wasn't a fluke. So, as an athlete, once you're an athlete, you always feel like you're an athlete, number one. Number two, for these athletes, it's been 10 years. So are they out of shape? Are they in shape? Well, Gatorade was able to use the Gatorade Sports Science Institute to get these guys 2 months of training and physical education, making sure they're eating right to get themselves ready for this game on Friday. So I'm looking forward to watch these two teams play, 10 years, 11 years after the game was over, and seeing who's in shape, who's ready to go. Because as a fan of basketball, there's probably about 10 to 15, 20 games I wish I can go back and replay and see if we can win. So I'm excited.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, and you can watch that online as well. So, all right, we're going to wrap this up with some rapid-fire questions. You just got to give me
Okay, rapid-fire. Let's go.
All right. Jordan or Kobe?
Jordan.
All right, WNBA final, Seattle or Atlanta Dream?
Seattle.
Venus or Serena?
Oh. I'm gonna go with Venus right now because she's playing in the Open.
And she had that sparkly gown on the other day during her.
Yeah, shutting it down. Yeah.
All right, Nicki Minaj or Lil Kim?
Lil Kim.
Oh, all right, going with the veteran. Coach K college or Coach K NBA?
Ooh, Coach K NBA because Coach K college is something else.
Oh, all right. What's more entertaining, Alaskan sled dog race or Sarah Palin's speech?
Alaskan sled dog race. That's a good one, though. That's a good one.
All right. Would you rather have a dime with bad breath or a 7 with good breath, good body, with an average face, like maybe she got a cockeye?
Hold on, 7 with a cockeye or a dime with bad breath?
Yeah.
That's the toss. I'd rather have a dime because I can always make sure she brushes her teeth every day and get her some Tic Tac.
True. All right.
Yeah.
Now there's a robbery going on in your profession right now. So you wearing the decoy jewelry or the real jewelry?
I'm gonna wear the real jewelry.
Okay, he's got the real on. All right. Last one. You ready?
Yeah.
Game 7, championship title on the line. Derrick Rose or Darren Williams?
I'm going with D Rose. He's gonna be on my team shooting for it.
All right, there you go. All right, Carlos. This is Mankind Unplugged. Heather, a.k.a. H-Dub, giving you the 411 with Carlos Boozer. He is wearing the real jewelry. And, Carlos, I'm going to be out there for an exclusive interview. I'm going to try to check out that Bulls versus Utah game. So good luck this season.
All right, thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it.